Okay. So, hi everyone. Um, and I'm currently here in Bolinao, Pangasinan. So, my name is Lubaltran, and I'm currently driving going back to Baguio. So, dito ako ngayon sa Bolinao. Later, probably, pakita ko sa inyo later. But I'm currently driving right now. And I've been in the fence recently about electric vehicles. Specifically, if I should be getting one. So just to give you a bit of a background, so I've been in IT for the last 20 years, and I'm a bit of a technophobe. And recently, and I've been driving also cars for the last 15 years. I started with the Lancer, and then nag-switch ako into CRV, Honda CRV. And then, over the years, started with the manual, and then nag-automatic ako with the Captiva. And then, I went back here right now with my current vehicle, itong Montero SUV ko, Montero Sport. I'm currently driving in manual kasi medyo nagsawa ako in automatic. Pero, yun, I've been in the fence recently about getting an EV. Being a technophobe and being really interested in technology, gusto ko siyang matry. And kagabi, when I was at my parents' house, kasi natid ko lang yung mother ko dito, and I'm going back, actually I'm driving back to Baguio. I'm in the fence recently about buying an EV vehicle. Ang dami ko nakikitang BYD ngayon, Tesla, and parang maganda siyang i-drive. Maganda siyang patakbuhin with all of the things that I have been reading about electric vehicles, going green, and contributing to the environment. Magandang EV vehicle. Pero one of the most common questions that is going through my mind right now is, saan ko siya charge? And if masalo na ako, I'm always constantly on the road. Syempre, pinaka-convenient pa rin is the internal combustion engine. Itong gamit ko, diesel. Pero I wanted to ride the EV craze. And yun nga yung laging nasa isip ko ngayon is, if I'm going to get an EV vehicle right now, saan ko siya pwedeng i-charge? Yun yung number one na nasa isip ko. And going through sa daan natin ngayon, I'm not seeing any charging stations here in Bolinao. I think I saw one in one of the resorts here. Pero ayun nga, I think that's the only resort that has that charging station. And I think they only have one or two. So if I'm going to be driving an EV vehicle here at my parents' house, coming from Baguio, isang number one concern ko is, yun nga, saan pwede mag-charge. And yeah. So yun yung number one primary concern. And I've been reading, actually gusto kong bumili ng EV vehicle. I think I chose an EV vehicle that is very easy to get into is yung BYD Seagull, which I'm going to be putting here on this video. So I've been doing research already Ano yung capabilities ng mga EVs, yung range, yung battery type, battery capacity. So medyo may alam na rin ako in terms of what EV vehicle I really want to get. And what I've landed on is yun nga, the BYD Seagull. The reason for that one is, number one, mas malapit ang mga BYD dealerships in terms of sa Baguio. So that's one of my primary concerns. Yung kasa na pwede ko pag-reparan. Okay. Second is, syempre, mas malapit siya sa Baguio. Which I don't really need to go down to Tarlac, Pampanga, Pangasinan to get an EV vehicle. So don't get me wrong, I'm not really biased into buying into BYD. I've actually read yung mga offerings nila, Wuling, sino pa ba ibang EV vehicles, the Teslas. Pero in terms of maintenance and support, BYD is one of the most convenient options for me as a regular person. Because of the large amount of dealerships that they have and the support that I can get near my location. Pero yun pa rin ang number one concern ko is, where do I charge? Masala na ngayon, I'm currently on the road and I'm not seeing any charging stations kung saan ako pwede mag-charge. So yeah, that's one of the problems in getting an EV vehicle. Kaya I think majority of people are not yet adopting to it kasi still diesel and gas powered vehicles are the way to go kasi the convenience of topping up and getting you on the road as quickly as possible is one of the perks ng internal combustion engine. Pero syempre, you can think of this as a luho. I really want to get an EV vehicle and try to experience how to drive one, how to own one. And that got me really thinking. Alam niyo naman, for those car enthusiasts, whenever you're trying to drive and you're all alone, ang dami mo naiisip na na mga bagay-bagay, parang nasa trance ka and you can think of things a bit more deeply and think about some of your current issues or situations. Pero for me right now, ayun nga, I've been scrolling a lot kagabi sa Instagram and Facebook on electric vehicles. And yeah, I've been doing the research, and for me the best entry vehicle right now for an electric vehicle is yung BYD Seagull. I know BYD has a lot more offerings, sana yung mga hybrid nila, but for me, I already have a Montero Sport so going for a hybrid is not really an option for me kasi I already have an existing car that I can use. So kung mag-EV na rin ako, might as well go for the battery powered one, full battery powered one. And yun, what I've realized is that the main problem I have right now is where to charge it. Based on sa mga forums na nakita ko and Facebook posts on pages ng mga groups ng mga EV owners, whenever you buy an EV vehicle, usually you can actually buy also yung charger na pwede mong install sa bahay, na pwede mong ipa-install sa isang local electrician, and that's where you can charge your vehicle. Pero for me, charging your vehicle at home is actually a plus, pero still the main problem exists. Saan ka pwedeng mag-charge sa labas? Lalo na if you're on the road or going through your everyday commute, going to work. You need to, whenever you have an EV vehicle, you need to know where you can charge one. Okay, so currently andito na tayo sa Dagupan, and I've decided to visit one of the BYD dealerships here. I think they're located in Calasiao, so I googled it, and I'm heading there right now to actually see um, the electric vehicles itself. So I'm not really sure if there are other EV dealerships here aside from BYD. Pero sila yung pinakamalapit and sila yung pinakauna ko nakita. So yeah, we'll try to go there and see the vehicles itself. So hopefully my BYD Seagull, but if not, I'm open to looking also and checking out the other vehicles, yung mga battery EVs. So during my drive, I was thinking and trying to see and pondering actually yung problem na to. Where do I charge? So let's try to see yung mga models ng BYD muna. And since on the way naman siya sa pabalik ng Baguio, and yan, let's try to see the vehicles itself. Nandito ako ngayon sa may Lukaw. Liko lang tayo dito papuntang Calasiao. And yeah, let's go there. So yeah, I just pulled up dito sa BYD Calasiao. So as you can see there, hindi ko lang alam kung nakikita nyo. Yan, may BYD dyan sa taas. So they have the cars here, and let's try to go in and see the cars itself. So I have my grab lang my wallet here. Just hang this one for the moment. Grab ko lang wallet ko. And then put my headset here. Yeah, medyo tight lang yung parking. Kwan, sa IT. And ayan, kung titingnan namin kung explore yung kwan sa electric mismo. Hindi hybrid, full electric.
Full electric.
Oo. So ano yung full electric nyo dito?
Ano, sir, Seagull, yung pinakamura natin. Sumunod po yung ano po, Dolphin, then
Dolphin.
7.
Ano yun? Kwan ko lang to kay Mrs. at kailangan ng approval din niya.
Yes, yung may mga EV, actually, mga EV.
Ito, sir, no?
EV,
Seagull, Dolphin, at saka
Green, then
Atto
7.
3, Max 7. Itong SUV nyo, itong pickup,
Ano siya,
hindi
sir?
siya EV,
Hybrid siya.
hybrid siya.
Uy, dami na dyan eh. Dolphin sa Baguio.
Dolphin.
Last na Seagull yung last nag-Baguio.
So, ang range niya is 300. Paano ang kapa 30 minutes pag DC fast charging, 5 hours pag 7 kilowatt. Abot kayo ng Bulinaw.
300. Baguio sir, magkaabot sir?
Hindi, pag Baguio to Bulinaw,
Yes, abot po.
abot.
Yes. Kasi may brake, regenerative braking kasi yan sir.
May regenerative braking siya.
Habang brake, nagka-charge. Lalo pag pababa na po ng Baguio,
Oo.
yan, nagka-charge mo siya.
Magkano to? 938. Ano pagkakaiba ng kwan? Seagull and Dolphin.
Yung mas malaki lang po yung Dolphin kumpara sa Seagull natin. And then mas mahaba yung range ni Dolphin po, nasa 400.
405.
Then mas maluwag si Dolphin pa.
Pero pag regular driving, Seagull.
Seagull lang. Bago-bago. Akit po lang.
Pag kukuha ng ganito, kuya, financing, ang down payment niya is 180.
118,000. Sa monthly na nasa 19.
Nasa 19.
Si Dolphin 0 DP. For BPI, global po.
BPI ang kuha ninyo. Paano pa, sir, pag hindi na-approve sa BPI?
Sa ibang bangko, sir, tataas lang po siya ng mga 20,000
Sa down payment. Etong green, kuya, meron ngayon?
Actually, wala akong times po yung Seagull, sir.
Oo.
Kapag nasa pambagat siya ngayon, may mga units na
Seagull.
dito naman full electric. Nag-iisa lang po yung BYD na G-Max 7.
Masyado na kasi mahaba yan.
7-seaters.
Oo.
Ang kasing laki ng Seagull, yung Picanto.
Picanto.
Yung Picanto na hatchback. Ganun siya alam. Si Dolphin, kasing laki ni mas malaki ng konti kay Wigo.
Wigo. If ever kukuha ng Seagull, gaano kabilis yun?
2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days.
Ang kailangan lang po sir, reservation.
Hmm.
Reserve na yung reservation fee natin, refund naman siya kanila.
Paano pag kunyari, nagpa-reserve ako tapos hindi na-approve sa BPI?
Nare-refund po. Babalik po yung 10,000 na reserve.
10,000.
Kung ano naman po, wala sa dito, pwede naman din natin i-process sa ibang bank. Siya bang mag-apply siya? Process natin. Sa Monday.
Sige, sir.
Kaya ano
Yung
may
Seagull
ID.
interest, may ID naman.
Pwede, sige sir. Mawala ang application.
Oo. So, let's try to apply. And, mali mo, ma-approve. I already have actually an existing car loan dun sa Montero. But, since gusto na rin talaga natin kumuha ng BYD, let's try to apply. Okay, so yun nga, galing lang ako BYD and I've got to talk with some of their sales agents about yung sa Seagull, EVs in general, yung hybrids, and same pa rin, even though yung EVs nila may kasamang portable charger and yung wall-mounted charger na sinasabi nila. At the end of the day, when I check pa rin yung mga charging stations, although they had DC, that's good. In-explain naman sa akin ano yung DC AC. But suffice to say, hindi pa rin siya ganun kasing mobile ng gas powered. One of the main things na kailangang ma-address for the startup or the infrastructure itself is yung charging infrastructure. And ayun nga, I think I can make a startup out of this one. Instead, what I've thought of during my driving for the past couple of hours is, instead of getting an EV car immediately, what if I try to build first the infrastructure? So I know, nakita ko may mga ka na si AC Mobility, may mga chargers siya, but once you get out of yung mga areas like Bolinao, Alaminos, and outside of yung mga big cities na there's a chance na may chargers, yun pa rin ang magiging problema mo eh. Magkakaroon ka ng issue pagdating sa charging outside of the big cities, unless meron kang charging station sa bahay mo or yung destination na pupuntahan mo. So yeah, yun yung mga naisip ko during my drive is, what if I try to build the infrastructure first? Yun yung naiisip ko eh. Instead of me getting the car itself, and yun din yung magiging issue din for masala na yung sa akin na nagko-consider ng EV, is kung problema ko ngayon is charging, what more for other people that are considering electric vehicles? They might have the same issue as me, where I'm being hesitant to get a full electric vehicle because of the lack of the charging infrastructure. And I know there are big companies out there right now. AC Mobility is, yun yung nakita ko sa BYD, so they have chargers there sa my BYD dealership. But yun lang eh, hanggang dun lang eh. So you can charge, sabi nga nung sales executive kanina, yung Seagull, if I use their 60 kilowatt DC charger, it's going to be around 30 minutes to charge yung Seagull na yon to a maximum range of around 300 kilometers. And kung mas malaki yung battery capacity daw ng sasakyan, it's going to take much more longer. And kung mas mabilis pa, mayroon pa daw mas mabilis na chargers sa DC. I think they said around 120 and 240 kilowatts. So I'm not really sure saan mo hahanapin yun in terms of the current Philippine charging infrastructure. Pero if they have that same issue that I'm having right now, where I'm being hesitant, I think that's one of the main reasons why EV vehicles are slow to be picked up by everybody, even though they emit less emissions. They're much more cheaper to operate. Their PMS, yung PMS nila, the sales executive said that parang 4,000 lang daw kada year ang gagastusin mo for the PMS, and it's going to be once a year lang siya yung PMS, which is very good actually. Kasi dito sa Montero ko, I spend around 15 to 20,000 per, actually since madalas kong gamitin tong Montero ko, I do PMS almost every month, because of my work. Kasi lagi akong biyahe ng biyahe. But if we can get that down to 4,000 per year, that's a huge savings. And yun yung naisip ko. There needs to be someone who is addressing the charging infrastructure in the Philippines. And yeah, I think I can do it. Let's see. Let's research this more. Pagdating ko sa bahay, let's try to dig more into this problem. And hopefully I can make a decision. So I think this is a good thesis for a startup. Charging infrastructure. So instead of me buying the car itself, what if I build out the infrastructure first before buying the car? Para once I buy my BYD Seagull, wala akong problema going anywhere and charging the car itself. So yun yung nakikita kong solution. I think I need to dig more into this one. And yan, nandito ako sa Dagupan. So I need to look for somewhere I can eat first. Dahil gutom na ako. It's already 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And I still have around 1 hour 30 more hours, 1 hour 30 of driving left. And more thinking about this one. And hopefully let's turn on our engineering persona, since I'm a computer engineering, so hindi ako full-fledged engineer, but I have an experience in terms of building data centers, which is already electrical, mechanical, and engineering aspects. I am also have cloud. So nakita ko may app si Evro, AC Mobility. So download ko lang daw yung app na yun, and that would actually help me charge. May credits silang binibigay parang 10,000 credits pag bumili ka ng bagong sasakyan. Then after nun, may bayad na daw yung pag-charge mo outside. And kung gusto mo daw na libre, punta ka daw sa mga malls for you to be able to get free charging. Pero hindi daw ganun kabilis. So isa yun sa mga challenges na naisip ko. So yeah, very good idea actually, for just driving a couple of hours. I think naging productive naman tong time ko driving and thinking of things about electric vehicles. Nandito ako sa isang mall ngayon sa Dagupan. I'm not seeing any chargers here. I think sa SM lang ata eh. So yeah, wala akong makitang chargers dito. So kung may charger, sana nila sila dito, and it's a very fast charger. Habang nagcha-charge ako, so kunyari may EV ako ngayon, and I want to eat. I'm driving an EV right now. I want to eat. Yun. So I can charge my car while eating. Okay. Yeah. Good idea. Good idea. So, hanap lang ako ng pagkakainan muna sa biglet. Let's head over to there. Sa McDo na lang. But good points. I'll review this video mamaya pagdating sa bahay. Kasi probably may mga makakalimutan ako with what I've been ranting here on this video. But very productive drive right now, and I think I can make a startup out of this one. Let's see. Okay, so yun na muna, and I'll see you on episode 2 of this video. Episode 2. Yeah, let's make this an episode. Gawin na natin tong episode. Let's make how to create a startup. Parang magandang YouTube segment yun. YouTube series. How to create a startup in the Philippines. Well, I know maraming accelerators and incubators out there, but I think no one documented yet how to create a startup from scratch. I think I'm going to make this as step 1 of or episode 1 of this series. I think maganda siyang premise. So, hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Actually hitting 3 birds with 1 stone. Creating the series creating the YouTube series for a startup. Creating it from scratch. Second is building a charging infrastructure in the Philippines. And third is getting myself an EV to be able to drive anywhere I want and charge anywhere I want. So yon ang premise ng video na to. So ayan na yung McDo. Kakain muna ako, guys. But very good productive drive.